Hey Fragcom, Mike here with I Smell. I want to thank you for checking out the channel. If this is your first time visiting, feel free to check out my other videos. However, if you are a returning subscriber, as I say in every video, I genuinely do love and appreciate the support. Either way, I'm going to encourage you to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Not only does it strengthen the YouTube algorithm, it also ensures that you're able to stay tuned in to future content that I upload. Okay, so first things first, I want to send a special shout out to an individual within the fragrance community. His name is Moses. He goes by Chef Mo. Let me reiterate that I am not sponsored, or am I? I'm not sponsored. As fate would have it, Chef Mo reached out to me and advised me that he ran a business where he sells decants. He offered to send me several decants for free dollars, so I'm obviously going to take him up on the offer. Listen, you guys, one of the more beautiful aspects about this community, I've said it before, is how we all support each other to various degrees. Just be assured that when you purchase through Chef Mo, not only are you strengthening the fragrance community, but you are also increasing this community's intrinsic value. He was kind enough to send me fragrances for free, so I want to pay it forward. I will leave a link to both his Facebook as well as his website in the description below. There's no obligation, however, I do encourage you to check out Chef Mo's decants. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the fragrance, because this is a fragrance that I am particularly excited to talk about. It comes from the house of Rochas, and that's Rochas L'Homme. We have a lot of information to get through in this review, you guys. I'll see you on the other side of the break. So Rochas L'Homme is a fragrance that was launched in 2020. The nose behind this fragrance is Bruno Jovanovic. He is the nose behind several notable fragrances. A few I will include today. They do include Paco Rabanne's Black Excess, Coach for Men, Boss the Scent Private Accord, as well as a fragrance which I did review earlier, and that is called Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. I do want to say that although I don't recommend buying a fragrance purely off of hype, I'm also aware that we all do it from time to time. Having said that, this was a fragrance that I did purchase based off a Scentland's review where he had glaringly positive things to say. Not only did he have positive things to say, he also deemed this as the Holy Grail.
L'Homme Rochas. L'Homme Rochas. And everything about this fragrance is perfect. This is my Holy Grail, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is it. It ticks every box.
Rochas L'Homme is classified as an amber fougere. However, I do feel like this classification is slightly misleading, as there is no amber listed in the components of this fragrance. If I was to personally classify this fragrance, I would say that it is a blue fougere that is green around the edges. So before we get into any further about what this fragrance smells like, I do want to talk about the presentation, as the house of Rochas, I feel, is particularly thoughtful in how they craft their bottles. Okay, as you can see, this is a blue bottle. It is semi-clear. When the light hits it, you can see the juice level. It has a rib-like texture that is horizontal around the outer edges, that is smooth. It feels very good in your hand. And the cap is sturdy. It's not plastic, it's metal, and it will click in place. Has a nice click to it. As long as the cap is fully closed, this is a fragrance that you can hold from the cap. The top of the cap will say Rochas on it, and it is engraved in the bottom as well. I'm not sure if that conveys. Let's talk about the atomizer for a bit, as I feel like the atomizer is slightly above average for the price point. The price point being approximately $50 at discounters. If you can see, I don't have the 3.3 ounce, as I purchased this fragrance in 2020 before it was widely available at the discounters. So for that reason, I had to pay the extra shipping, so I was capped at the $50 price point for the 1.3 ounce. I'll give you all a couple sprays real quick. So yeah, slightly above average atomizer. This is a fragrance that smells very pleasant, you guys. When this fragrance opens up, you are going to get juicy blood oranges accompanied by a warm and slightly spicy cardamom. The overall demeanor of this fragrance is of the blue genre, and it does aim to be mass appealing as it relates to that. As the fragrance develops, that's when you are going to start getting hints of the green aromatic herbaceous notes. They include juniper berries, which are balsamic, slightly tart, fresh, and sort of spicy. You'll also get the basil notes. Basil is obviously green. It adds an aromatic herbaceousness that rounds this fragrance out and makes it sort of fizzy. The base notes will be dominated by sweet and dark patchouli as well as tonka bean. I'm inclined to disagree with several other reviewers which have stated that this is a woody fragrance. Be advised that woody notes are not listed within the components. This is why I said this fragrance leans more towards being an aromatic fougere that is blue and mass appealing. As it relates to the performance of Rochas L'Homme, it is surprisingly above average. This fragrance is a fragrance that I gravitate towards out of the shower, and for what it's worth, if I spray this on my clothes, I can smell it on my clothes the next morning. So that would mean that the longevity is somewhere in the ballpark of 6 to 8 hours. At that price point, it is above average, and it is a fragrance you will be well pleased with in terms of the longevity. As it relates to the seasonality of this fragrance, due to the fact of there being patchouli notes, cardamom notes, and tonka bean notes, I'm inclined to say that this fragrance is best suited for winter and fall. I personally know for a fact that the sillage cuts better through cold weather versus the hot weather. Just be aware that this is a versatile fragrance and can be worn all season. I just feel like it will perform best and is best suited for the cooler and colder months of the year. Okay, so that's Rochas L'Homme in a nutshell. This fragrance is thoughtfully well blended. I feel like in an industry where there are so many uninspired blue fragrances being released, Rochas dropped a banger with this one. Scentland didn't let me down. It's a fragrance that I always enjoy wearing. Even after a year, this is a fragrance that I still enjoy wearing. Once I run out of this 1.3, I am most likely to purchase another bottle. Okay, you guys, so if you enjoy fragrance related content in this video specifically, again, I do encourage you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. I have some content as it relates to this fragrance being compared to the DECANT Chef Mo sent me here coming down the pipe, and I also have a tag video in collaboration with Hazy Frags that I will be uploading, or recording in this case, come Wednesday. Alright guys, until then, y'all take care. Alright, bye.